one of the absolute easiest things to do, that makes the biggest difference is to simply tell the people that are important to you into your life, that you need something from, that you want something from, what you value and appreciate from them, and tell it to them openly and sincerely. We are all so positively affected by compliments. And if afterwards I met any of you and the first thing you heard from me was, hey, that question you asked was really smart, I really thought it was interesting, or I really liked the way you did this, you would immediately say to yourself, yeah, Jason, that's a pretty nice guy. I like that guy. I get a nice feeling about him. Why? Because you like that I recognize something that you see in yourself. The key is, and I was thinking about this, and I was thinking, why don't we compliment people more often? It's such an easy thing to do. It's such an easy thing to say, hey, this is what you're good at. Like, I remember a talk that you were giving at the last business school competition, Larry, and one of the things I found so refreshing is you were telling your story about your entrepreneurial journey and how you were a salesperson. You were trying to sell these parts, and you had never done it before. And you were really saying, look, I haven't built this like big, huge, successful business, but I had this little bit of an experience. At heart, like, I'm really an academic, and I love academia. But I had this experience where I was out there in the field, and I was selling, and I showed up to this person. I was trying to sell these parts for the first time. And this was my little bit of experience. And I found it so refreshing that you didn't try to prop up, build yourself up for more than what you were, as far as like, hey, I've accomplished all these things, but say rather like, I'm here to help you on your path, and here's this slice of my pie of my life that I can use to relate to what you're doing. All right? I'm not telling Larry how great and amazing and how wonderful it is. I'm giving him a very specific compliment for something that someone else probably isn't going to notice and recognize in you. That you're going to say, wow, you actually spent a little bit of time thinking about that, and that actually means a lot to me. And those times in my life were tough, and the fact that somebody validates and appreciates that I could take that time and use it to be a better mentor and teacher to a whole group of people means a lot to me. Isn't that a fair assessment of what you were just thinking the moment before I said that?
Absolutely. Absolutely right.
The key is the compliment. And I was thinking, like, why don't we all compliment people more often? And you know what? I think I have it figured out. I have figured out that a lot of times people compliment us. It's too transparent, and people feel like they want something of it. When is the time? I was just thinking about this. If I just say the word like so-and-so complimented so-and-so, what's immediately the first thing you think of? Just say it out loud. Call it out loud. I bet you were all thinking the same thing. So-and-so complimented so-and-so on their... So-and-so complimented so-and-so on their... outfit, makeup, hair, looks. Right? Oh, this guy complimented me at a bar. Oh, this person complimented me for this. Like, and a lot of times it feels when people compliment us, it's in this transparent way where they immediately want something back from us. And it got me thinking, I think the reason why a lot of us don't compliment other people is not because we don't have compliments to give, but because we feel like if I compliment this person, they're going to feel like I want something out of them. Doesn't that kind of feel that way? Like if I actually took the time to compliment this person, they think that I want something from them. But if you compliment people sincerely and often for things that they aren't often complimented for, don't compliment the attractive person for being attractive. Compliment them for being intuitive. Don't compliment the smart person for being smart. Compliment them for a feature about them physically that stood out that you like a lot. The things that we are all the most insecure about are all the things that we want to have be most complimented for. And if you really want to know one of the simplest secrets to any job interview, walk in and sit down and look your interviewer dead in the eye, and let's make it an easy example. Let's say you're talking to someone that's a founder of a company. Look them dead in the eye and say, You have done an absolutely incredible job building this company. I love your product. I read your story online. I just wanted to say I'm so thankful and honored to have a chance to talk with you today. And 10 people out of 10 are going to take a deep breath in, get a big smile, and be like, wow, that's great. All right, now tell me about you. And it's the simplest and easiest thing that you can do to persuade people. It doesn't cost you anything but a moment of thought.